Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. We're headed back to the ever-familiar world of the Cthulhu Mythos for this one, as we are playing Cthulhu Wars Duel by Peterson Games. If you're familiar with Cthulhu Wars, you'll notice a lot familiar in this game, but this is a two-player game, so we can easily play both sides. The Ancient Ones have won in this case, and now we're trying to see which one's going to control the world. We've got two factions. On this side, we've got the Black Goat, led by Shub-Niggurath, and we've got the spell books out for special abilities, and then Shub-Niggurath will be doing everything in red. And opposing the Black Goat of the Woods, we've got Great Cthulhu doing everything in green. We've got all of those spell books. So, I think we are all set to jump in, so let's jump in. The first phase of the game is the action phase, except we skip that. Actually, no, we don't skip that. So if the player has any power, they perform an action. So both sides will start off with 8 power, and it is, if we want to move a unit, let's see, so they're starting off in Jersey Reef is Great Cthulhu. Great Cthulhu is always the first player. They're going to spend they're going to spend 3 power to move 3 cultists up to Lablali Cove. So down to 5 power. Looking at the Black Goat of the Woods, just going to make sure nothing froze up on me. The Black Goat of the Woods has got their cultists over in Salem to start with. And they are going to... Are they going to just awaken Shub-Niggurath right away? I think the answer to that is probably no. So they're going to move over to... they're going to spend 3 power as well to move 3 cultists up to Arkham. Okay. So moving over to Great Cthulhu, I believe monsters get summoned. There's a monster from your pool onto the map. You must control a gate. So they're going to spend 3 power to create a... So Great Cthulhu is going to spend 3 power to create another gate on the board where they can summon something from. So they're going to put that in Lablali Cove. Let's see, the spellbook they're looking at is 3 gates in ocean and sea areas. Okay, looking over to the Black Goat of the Woods. As an action, they can eliminate 2 of their cultists from any areas of the map to gain a spellbook. I think they're also going to spend 3 power to create a gate up here in Arkham. Then for Great Cthulhu, they're going to spend 2 more power to generate to put a Shoggoth on the board. There we go. They'll put that down here in Jersey Reef. As for Black Goat, what are they doing here? They're going to move... Actually, are they going to move? No. They're going to spend a power to create a ghoul. They're going to put that one down in Arkham. And then Great Cthulhu will have to pass at that point. Yep. Move the decay marker up by 1 and end turn. Okay, I think Black Goat will also pass. With only... Actually, no, they're going to create another ghoul on the board. They're going to go back to Salem with that one. And then, actually, decay... Let me just double check. Pay the current decay penalty. So that will actually move up to... where is decay? Pay the current decay penalty. If you're out of power when it would be your turn to take an action. So Great Cthulhu actually advances the decay marker up by 1. There should be, their power, or wait, that's their doom marker. So I think I missed the Black Goat's doom marker. So hang on just a second while I see about tracking that down. Oh, here it is. All right, so okay, you may not even perform. Okay, so actually we are going to pass. So Black Goat is going to pass, which will return the decay marker to 0. Then we go into the gathered power phase, +1 power per cultist. So both sides have 6 cultists. +2 power per controlled gate. Both of them have 2 controlled gates. So 4. Then +1 power per captured cultist, which they don't. Then plus !mark power for special abilities. But I don't think we have that player with the most power becomes first player. That'll stay with Great Cthulhu. And then we have the Doom phase. So receive this spellbook in the first Doom phase. So Great Cthulhu is going to unlock what? Let's see, looking at their they're going to take Yaha-nth Lay. During the gather power phase of Cthulhu is in play, gain 1 power for each enemy-controlled gate in an ocean or sea area. And the Black Goat doesn't have anything they can gain there. So, Ritual of Annihilation to earn 1 doom per controlled gate. And earn 1 doom per controlled gate and 1 Elder Sign per faction Great Old One. Neither faction is going to go for that, but Great Cthulhu will get an Elder Sign. Please have a point value toward the end of the game. Alright. That will go to Great Cthulhu. The Elder Sign has come out of the bag. So, as I mentioned, neither side is doing a Ritual of Annihilation. So we're going to move into round 2. And let's see, there must be a gate in Great Cthulhu's starting area. It can be abandoned or enemy controlled. There is. They will actually go ahead and spend all 10 power to summon Great Cthulhu. Which will give Great Cthulhu, that's an imposing figure. That'll give Great Cthulhu another spellbook and another Elder Sign, I think. Let's see, Awaken Great Old One. Oh no. So, that'll give Great Cthulhu another access to another spellbook. They're going to go with Devolve next as an ongoing action. After any player's action, you may replace any number of your Acolyte cultists on the map with the same number of deep ones from your pool. So that gets Great Cthulhu 2 spellbooks already. And Black Goat, as their action, is going to eliminate 2 cultists to get their first spellbook. Let's see what they want to do here. They're going to go with the red sign. Dark Young can create and control gates. Each Dark Young adds 1 to Shub-Niggurath's combat, and each provides 1 power during the Gather Power bonus. They don't act as cultists with respect to any other purpose. Great Cthulhu will have to pass, because they're out of power. Which means the decay marker is going to start becoming a thing for the Black Goat of the Woods. So for the Black Goat, they're going to spend... How do they get their cultists back on the board? Oh, they're the acolytes. So they're going to pay 2 power to put their 2 acolytes back on the board out in Arkham. We'll advance the decay marker since Great Cthulhu has passed. So now Black Goat's got to pay an action tax as well. They're going to pay 1 power for that. And they're going to pay... they're going to pay... what else are they going to do here, if anything? They're going to pay 1 power to get another ghoul. Actually, they're out of ghouls right now. They've got both of them out already. So they're going to pay 2 power instead, to bring out a fungi from Yuggoth. And they'll put that out in Arkham. Okay, decay marker going up to 2, as Great Cthulhu has already passed. So they're going to... Are they going to just pass here? They're going to pay 2 power. And actually, no. I think they are going to have to pass here. Yeah, they're going to have to pass. So they'll lose all of their remaining power. Then we go into the Gather Power phase, which will bring the decay marker to 0. Okay. Let's see, that's Doom. So decay marker is back at 0. So we're gathering power, which Great Cthulhu's got 6 cultists, 2 controlled gates. And do they gain power, or are they going to gain power for having Great Cthulhu awake? I don't think so. Finally playing No. Okay, actually, they have Yaha and Thalay in play, but Black Goat doesn't have any controlled gates on the sea, so they're all clear on that. And Great Old Ones don't produce power. Okay, let's just make sure there's no way. Okay, whenever you awaken a Great Old One, so they actually do get a... That's actually a unique ability for Great Cthulhu. They do get an Elder Sign when Cthulhu is awakened. Okay, whoop. And how about the... Oh, you can only recruit a single cultist. Whoops. Okay. So whenever you summon monsters, you can summon monsters of 1 or more types from several gates. You can only summon a single cultist. Okay, so we gotta reset for the Black Goat of the Woods. They're at 10 power. And the question here is, are we doing Rituals of Annihilation? Great Cthulhu is... They are going to do a Ritual of Annihilation, spending 5 power for that. Yep. Spending 5 power, advance the Ritual of Annihilation up 1 step. Advance your Doom marker 1 space along the Doom track for each gate. They control 2 gates. And they'll get an Elder Sign as Great Cthulhu is on the board. Okay, Black Goat of the Woods is going to pass on that. So Great Cthulhu is still the first player. And we will move into our next turn. So what is Great Cthulhu doing here? Great Cthulhu is going to spend 3 power to summon a star spawn. They're going to put that down on... They're going to put the star spawn down on Lablali Cove. As for Black Goat, they are going to... I believe it's going to be power per. Must have a controlled gate and at least 2 cultists on the map, 8 power. So actually, the Black Goat is actually going to go ahead and wake up Shub-Niggurath here, paying 8 power, remove the 2 cultists, and then place Shub-Niggurath anywhere. Yes. Okay, yeah. So place that at the controlled gate. So they're placing Shub-Niggurath there. And then that will give Black Goat a spellbook. And that'll give them 1,000 Young. If Shub-Niggurath is in play, ghouls, fungi, and dark young each cost 1 less power to summon. Then Great Cthulhu, back over to his turn, is going to pay 2 power to move up into Devil's Reef. Planning on setting up a gate next turn. As for Black Goat, they are actually going to pass here. So Black Goat's actually going to pass. And I think Great Cthulhu with 1 power would be passing here as well. So yeah, Great Cthulhu will pass. Which means we go into the gather power phase. The decay marker didn't move. Both of them, actually, Great Cthulhu has all 6 cultists out, plus 2 controlled gates, but no enemy C. Then the Black Goat has 4 cultists and 4 controlled gates, so Great Cthulhu remains first player. Then Great Cthulhu has an opportunity to perform a ritual of annihilation. They will go ahead and do it. So they're going to pay 6 power, which will advance it there. They'll gain 3 more doom. No, just 2 more doom, I think. Yeah, 2 more doom. So they're up to 4 doom, and Great Cthulhu will get another Elder Sign. Okay, Black Goat will have to pass on the Ritual of Annihilation. Alright, and that brings us back to the action phase. Great Cthulhu is going to start off by creating a gate in Devil's Reef, which will give them access to 3 gates in ocean and sea areas. So they are going to take Submerge. As an action cost of 1, if Cthulhu is in an ocean or sea area, remove him from the map and place him on your faction card, along with any or all units in the area. Later, as a 0-cost action, you may place Cthulhu plus all accompanying units into any area. As for Black Goat of the Woods, they're going to spend, I think it's 1 power. Yeah, 1 power to recruit a cultist. So they'll recruit one of their cultists at Arkham. Then Great Cthulhu is going to pass. So Black Goat will spend another power to place a cultist at, what is that, Salem. Decay marker will go up to 1. Then Black Goat's going to pay 1 power for decay. And they're going to move a cultist. Essentially, they're going to move 2 cultists into the Mystic River. Decay is going to go up to 2. And at that point, Black Goat is going to pass. Alright, gathering power. Let's see, that'll be 1 power per cultist, and now 3 gates out for Great Cthulhu. 6 cultists out for Black Goat, plus 2 controlled gates. Great Cthulhu will be first player. Still. So that's in the first player phase. Great Cthulhu at 7 power is going to pass on the ritual. Black Goat will actually do it this time. So that'll give them 2 more doom. And that'll give Black Goat their first Elder Sign. Okay. So that will move us over to Great Cthulhu's turn. Great Cthulhu is going to spend... Great Cthulhu is going to spend 3 power to put out another Star Spawn. They're going to put that out in... What is this? Come on, stay upright, Cthulhu. That is Jersey Reef. So it looks like there's getting ready to be a battle over Martin Cove. Black Goat is going to pay 3 power to put a gate down in Mystic River. Oop. And Great Cthulhu... Actually, Great Cthulhu's got a lot of power left. They are going to... do what? After any player's action, you may replace any number of your Acolyte cultists with the same number of deep ones. They're going to swap out these 2 Acolytes for 2 deep ones. And then Great Cthulhu is going to pay 4 power to move 1... Actually, it's going to have to be 5 power, it looks like. 2, 3, 4, 5. Black Goat is hibernating. Great Cthulhu is going to spend... Great Cthulhu is going to spend 2 power to put out a Shub-Niggurath in Jersey Reef. Then the decay marker is going to advance to... Decay marker is going to advance to 1, and Great Cthulhu is also going to pass. Going into the gather power phase, Great Cthulhu has 4 cultists on the board, 3 controlled gates for another 6 power up to 10, and 1 in an enemy sea space, in an ocean or sea area. So that'll bring Great Cthulhu up to 11 power. As for Black Goat, they've got all of their cultists out, 3 controlled gates as well. So that's going to be 6 power for them, plus 6 is 12. So for the first time all game, Black Goat is now the first player. Excuse me. Black Goat is now going to have the choice of performing a Ritual of Annihilation at 7 power. They are going to do it. So they will gain 3 power, up by 1, and that'll give them an Elder Sign. Great Cthulhu is not going to partake in the... Great Cthulhu is not going to partake in the ritual this time. So that will send us over to the Black Goat of the Woods, as they were the first player. So I believe it's going to cost, 1 action to start a battle. So they are going to pay How much power are they going to pay here? They're going to pay 3 power to move 1, 2... No, they're not going to move the ghoul in. 2... And they're just going to pay 2 power. And then it's going to cost a power to start an action, but they do share an area with your enemy. Both of us have units here, so they get another spell book. They're going to... So Shub-Niggurath is going to take... They're going to take... No, they're not going to take Frenzy. They're going to take Necrophagy. Move any or all ghouls who did not participate in the battle from any area to the battle area. Both you and your opponent suffer 1 additional pain result for each ghoul moved in this way. What a pain result is forcing the enemy to retreat. Let's see, I think Great Cthulhu is going to take the action to start the kaiju battle right in here in... What is this? In Martin's Cove. Alright, so I'm going to tally up rolls dice equal to their combat totals. So we've got Great Cthulhu doing everything in green, and I'm going to need my shaker for this. So we're getting our 6 green dice for Cthulhu. They have 2 deep ones, so another 2 green dice. 2 more for the Shub-Niggurath, and 3 for the Starspawn, for a total of a lot of dice. Then for Black Goat doing everything in red, they've got a fungi from Yuggoth there, so that's 1 red die. And Shub-Niggurath is controlled gates plus cultists, so that's 3 plus 6 is another 9 dice. If you have the red sign, which we do have, but we don't have the Dark Young in play. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So we're rolling a lot of dice. 1 to 3s are misses, 4 to 5s are pains, 6s are kills. Wow, okay, so we've got, I believe 5s and 6s were pains. I'm just going to double check that here. Actually, 4s and 5s are pains, so we do get... So we'll take out everything that's not... Okay, we'll take out everything that's not a 4, 5, or 6. Yep. One of those, I think that was a 2. The question is, do we have enough in here that everything is going to get obliterated? I think everything for everything for Black Goat is going to get killed. So we have to assign, so combat dice calculation. Okay, this uses all their pre-battle abilities first. Neither side had any pre-battle. Okay. 6s are, okay, so players must assign their units, must assign their enemies' results to their own units. First assign kills. Kills are assigned first, so Black Goat didn't actually get any kills. Great Cthulhu got 2 kills. So that will actually be their... So that will actually be... As with kills, excess eliminations are ignored. So that'll actually take out both the Dark Young, actually both the fungi from Yuggoth and Shub-Niggurath. Because those are 2 kills, Great Cthulhu actually gets 2 more... actually gets 2 more spell books. Actually, no, they don't. They have to devour 3 or more. So they'll take the kill and or devour 2 enemy units. They are going to take regenerate to assign up to 2 kill or pain battle results to the same star spawn. If 2 kill results are applied, the star spawn is killed. On any other combination of kill or pain results, the star spawn is only pained. But I think everything is going to get pained anyway, so everything for Great Cthulhu bit the dust. So we're going to get all of Great Cthulhu's dice out, and now we've got Black Goat's pain results left. With 5 pain results, we'll assign 2 to the star spawn, and then we will go 3, 4, and 5. Whoop. Okay, everything is all good there, so we'll do pain results that way. So Black Goat all of a sudden has quite a few problems on their hands. Let's see, requires 1 power to capture a cultist. Actually, with that in mind, then, I think this dark one... no, they wouldn't be able to. I was going to say could capture a cultist, but there is a ghoul there that will protect the cultist. That'll protect the acolyte. Back over to Black Goat. Do they have a post-battle move any or all ghouls who did not participate? So they'll move this ghoul in, and Great Cthulhu is going to get pained. Where is Great Cthulhu going to end up? He's going to end up over in this lake, and I believe... I'm just going to double check how capture works. I don't think anything can protect from a Great Old One capturing. You need a monster or a Great Old One. Unless the target is protected by its own Great Old One. Okay. So, let's see what Black Goat wants to do here. Black Goat will spend 2 power to bring the fungi from Yuggoth back out. They'll bring him... They're actually not going to be able to protect either of their cultists in Mystic River. So... yeah. So where are they going to put him? They're going to put him... actually, they got to put him with a gate. So they are going to put him in the Mystic River. Great Cthulhu will spend a power to capture this cultist. As for Black Goat, they need to have units in 4, 6, or 8 areas. They're actually going to pass. So that'll end their turn. As for Great Cthulhu, they are going to initiate a battle for 1 power. Okay. So, they can use Great Cthulhu as a combat unit, so they'll get 6 plus 1 for a deep one, which is 7 dice. And they've got the fungi from Yuggoth there, so that'll be 1 red die. And the cultists don't, of course, don't give any combat. We'll get these red dice out. I have a feeling Great Cthulhu is just going to start bullying Black Goat. Yeah, the 1 doesn't do anything, but they've actually got a couple of kills in there, so that will take out the fungi from Yuggoth, and that'll give Great Cthulhu his 5th spellbook. He is going to take the Absorb. If a Shub-Niggurath is present, eliminate one or more of your monsters or cultists in the battle. For each unit so removed, add 3 dice to the Shub-Niggurath's combat for that battle. That should have been back to 0. For the turn, we would be back to Black Goat's turn, but it is back to their turn. So we're up to 1. Great Cthulhu will pay the decay tax, and then we'll spend a power to capture this cultist. So now they've got that gate abandoned. Decay marker moves up. Are they going to do anything else for the turn? They are going to pay 2 decay and move into Innsmouth. Decay moves up to 3. Great Cthulhu will actually pass at that point. Okay, now the gather power phase is going to reset that to 0. +1 power per cultist. Great Cthulhu's got 4 cultists out and 3 controlled gates. So that'll bring 4 cultists and 3 controlled gates. That'll bring him up to 10. Black Goat has 4 cultists out and 2 controlled gates. That'll bring them up to 8 power. Great Cthulhu, though, has 2 captured cultists. So that'll give him 2 more power. And return those to Black Goat's pool. No power for special abilities. Great Cthulhu. Oh, I haven't been paying attention to Devour. Pre-battle, enemy chooses and eliminates one of the monsters or cultists in the battle. Okay, haven't not been paying attention to that. So first player is Great Cthulhu, obviously. They are going to do a Ritual of Annihilation, spending 8 power for that down to 4. Which will give them 3 more Doom, 1, 2, 3. And another Elder Sign for Great Cthulhu being on the board. Black Goat is not going to bother with the ritual. And we're back over to Great Cthulhu once again. He is going to spend a power to recruit a cultist. Black Goat needs to get something going here. Black Goat is going to spend... I believe you pay power per monster if you use the multiple. Summon monster, exception Black Goat. And that has to go control a gate. Excuse me. You can summon multiples. So they're actually going to spend a power to recruit a cultist. They'll put a cultist down at Arkham. Then for... is that 1 power per space? When you move? 1 power per unit moved. And I think only 1 space is where you're allowed to move. Move units from several different... okay. Each unit may only move once per turn. Alright. So Great Cthulhu is going to spend a move to get this... No, they're not. They're going to spend 2 power to bring a Star Spawn in and a cultist. This way the ghoul can't just capture the cultist. Then Black Goat is actually going to spend a power to initiate a combat here in Martin's Cove with the Star Spawn. Actually, no, they can't. Because the ghouls don't have combat. Ghouls, fungi... Okay, so here's what they are going to do. Actually, they've got their ghouls out. So they're going to spend 3 power to summon 3 fungi from Yuggoth. Because they've got the 1,000 Young out in play. They've got the 1,000 Young spellbook, which says ghouls, fungi, and dark young cost 1 less to summon. So they're going to summon to Arkham. Actually, they're going to go Arkham, Salem, and Arkham. Okay. So now can move once per, I think we said once per turn. Yep, once per turn. So it's now Great Cthulhu's turn. He's going to spend he's going to spend his last power to bring this cultist into the Mystic River. Which is where we've got an abandoned gate. I assume that's going to be a power to take control of the gate. I don't imagine it's just going to happen. Controller abandoned gate, cost 0 power. Okay. Alright, so that actually does just happen, which means we can have this unlimited action moves your cultist onto the gate to claim control. Alright, so this cultist is going to move on the gate, which means Great Cthulhu now controls that gate. And that's going to be it for the turn. Yep. Oop. And again, stepping on the cord. Black Goat wants to do what here? Black Goat, I think, is going to spend 2 power to move units. They're going to move this fungi from Yuggoth into Dunwich, and this one into Gardner Reservoir. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they have units in 4 areas. So that means Black Goat's going to get another spell book. They're going to get Blood Sacrifice. During the Doom phase, if Shub-Niggurath is in play, you can choose to eliminate one of your cultists, and if you do, gain an Elder Sign. Great Cthulhu is going to pass at this point. Black Goat is going to spend 2 power to summon a Dark Young. They'll put the Dark Young at Arkham. And then they'll pay the decay penalty. Turn is over, so they are going to have to pass as well. Okay, so that'll bring us into the Doom phase once again. The decay marker will return to 0. +1 power per cultist. Great Cthulhu has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cultists out. Plus 4 controlled gates. 4 controlled gates for another 8 power. So 5 and 8 is 13. As for Black Goat, they have all 6, actually they have 5 cultists out and 2 controlled gates, so that's going to be 9 power for them. Great Cthulhu during the Doom phase, coming up in a minute. Actually, they are going to, so Great Cthulhu is going to go for a Ritual of Annihilation, costing 9 power. They will gain 1, 2, 3, 4 Doom, going up to 11, and then drawing another Elder Sign out of the bag. Black Goat is not going to do a ritual. Okay. And then Great Cthulhu actually does get their last spellbook, which is Dreams, action costing 2. Choose an area containing an enemy's cultist. Your enemy must eliminate one of his acolyte cultists from that area and replace it with one from your pool, and that'll give Great Cthulhu another Elder Sign. Okay. Now, back over to Great Cthulhu. They're going to use a power to recruit a cultist. And Black Goat needs to get some units moving here. They are going to spend they're going to spend a power to send this fungi from Yuggoth over into Innsmouth with a plan of capturing that. They might want to put a stop. Great Cthulhu might want to try to put a stop to that. Excuse me. Great Cthulhu is going to spend a power to move this Shuggoth into Innsmouth, since they've obviously got designs on capturing that cultist. As for Black Goat of the Woods, they're going to spend... let's see, I think we established you can move any number of units for each unit you wish to move. Okay? Move units from several different areas. Okay? So they want to spread out. So they're going to spend... They're going to spend probably 4 power. I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. That should give them units in 6 areas. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So that'll give them a new spell book, which will be Frenzy for 6 units. For 6 units in 6 areas. Cultists now have 1 combat, but they can still be captured. Let's see, what does Great Cthulhu want to do here? Great Cthulhu wants to... let's see. After any player's action, you may replace any number of your acolyte cultists on the map with the same number of deep ones. Let's go with replacing this acolyte with a deep one. And we're going to replace this one with a deep one as well. So that was there. No, that was down here. Let's see, what does Great Cthulhu want to do at this point? Is it in an ocean or a sea area? Let's see, Great Cthulhu is going to... Let's see, that's 2 dice for the fungi, and that would be 3, potentially 5, with the Shuggoth. They're going to go... Yeah, they're going to go for it here. We're going to start a battle in Innsmouth for 1 power. The Shuggoth, we're going to eliminate the deep one, which will give the Shuggoth 3 additional dice. So we've got that right here. The fungi from Yuggoth has 1 die. Getting those dice out. We'll see if the Black Goat can get lucky with the fungi from Yuggoth being there. Let's see. Okay, so both units are going to get pained ultimately. Right. So he's going to get pained there. The Shuggoth is going to get pained back to Devil's Reef. Then for Black Goat, since we are back over here, they're going to resummon the fungi. Actually, they're going to spend 2 power to summon a Dark Young. They're going to put the Dark Young in Salem. Then Great Cthulhu is going to pass, as will Black Goat. So no decay marker movement there. Great Cthulhu has very much run away with this game, though. +1 power for cultists. They've got Great Cthulhu's got 4 cultists out. +1, 2, 3, 4 controlled gates. So that'll bring Great Cthulhu up to 12 power. Black Goat has got 5 cultists out. Yep, they're all hidden in there. And 2 controlled gates. So that'll be 9 power. Great Cthulhu will remain our first player. And in the Doom phase, Great Cthulhu is going to spend 9 power for a Ritual of Annihilation, which will give him 1, 2, 3, 4 more Doom, going up to 15, and giving him an Elder Sign. I'm pretty sure we're running out of Elder Signs in the bag. So the next Ritual of Annihilation would trigger the end of the game, which Great Cthulhu is probably going to do. Unfortunately for Black Goat of the Woods, they don't have enough power to trigger the last Ritual of Annihilation, so they are going to have to pass on that. Which will bring us over to Great Cthulhu's turn once again. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Great Cthulhu's only got 3 power left. I think that's going to be 1 power to recruit a cultist to start with. Then the Black Goat is going to spend 2 power to move the fungi from Yuggoth and a ghoul over to Innsmouth. Then Great Cthulhu is going to spend another power to recruit another cultist. We'll put another one in Charles River. Excuse me. Black Goat of the Woods can't even wake Shub-Niggurath back up again. So I think their best bet is going to be to move a cultist into Gardner Reservoir. Does that give them 8 areas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it doesn't. Great Cthulhu is going to pass here. That will be the end of the game for Great Cthulhu. And for Black Goat, they are going to... they're going to summon another Dark Young, because why not? Dark Young adds 1 and provides a power, so they're going to put the Dark Young down here. They will have to pass, though. That'll be the end of the game for them. So going through the power phase, return the decay marker to 0, which it didn't move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cultists for Great Cthulhu, plus 4 controlled gates. That will be 14 power. Black Goat has 5 cultists out and 2 controlled gates. That'll be 9 power. Great Cthulhu will be first player, and they will trigger the Ritual of Annihilation for 10 power, giving them another 4 Doom, bringing them up to 19, and the last Elder Sign out of the... Actually, one of the last Elder Signs out of the bag. Black Goat doesn't get a chance at the Ritual of Annihilation, so that will be the end of the game. And now we'll move into... when a unit is killed, gains Doom equal to that unit's cost. So actually, Cthulhu should have been a lot further along than that, because they did kill Shub-Niggurath. So that would have been 8 power. They actually killed a few, so we probably triggered the end of the game earlier than that. We'll say they ended up... So I think they killed at least a fungi from Yuggoth. So that would have been there. They probably did a fair amount of killing, actually, so we'll just call it at 30 Doom. So yeah, the end of the game would have been triggered earlier. But we're going to go ahead and calculate the percentage. Okay. The game can also end. Alright, both players reveal their Elder Signs. Let's reveal Black Goat's Elder Signs first. Black Goat never really got off to much of a start. 5 more. So 10 Doom for them. Now we'll see how Great Cthulhu did. 1. Another 1. 2 more. 1. Yeah, Great Cthulhu ran away with this one. They're about to lap on Black Goat. 1 and 3. Yeah. So by a final score of 43 to 10, Great Cthulhu actually has won this game. And that will do it for this playthrough of Cthulhu Wars Duel. Sometimes it can be hard to get a... Sometimes it can be hard with some of these two-player games to really get the feel, because to really get how it goes, because so much of this relies on a lot of hidden information. But I think this is more of a theme purchase than anything. And honestly, probably not something I'm going to pull out again, but it's something I do like visiting on occasion. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. There will be games coming tomorrow, but stay tuned to the channel for those. As for what's scheduled on the channel, Wednesday evening, we're going to have a long episode of Pino with Phoenix for December 2025. So stay tuned for that. Thursday, we're starting the 2001 season replay and payoff pitch baseball, as we'll be at the Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, for an opening day matchup between the Texas Rangers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Sunday next week, we are starting the winter campaign in Arkham Horror, the card game, but I'll talk more about that during Pino with Phoenix, along with there being a campaign intro on Thursday. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.